Good evening and welcome to Tuesday night on Bad Dog Comedy TV and Drinkalong Table Read with Avery Jean Brennan. Now please welcome your host, Avery Jean.
Hello, it's me. It's Avery Jean Brennan. My pronouns are they, them, and I am the host, producer, director, and everything of Drinkalong Table Read with Avery Jean Brennan. I'm even the Avery Jean Brennan in that title. Before we get any further, I want to acknowledge, as always, that even though we are gathered in a virtual space, we are all still situated in lands and waterways that have known human activity for thousands of years. I myself am currently situated in Tikaranto, which is a traditional unceded territory of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat, and the Mississaugas of the Credit Nations. I am extremely grateful to know that I feel safe on these lands as we have to move further back into our quarantine restrictions during these times, and know that the place that I am is safe. And when I step foot outside to do my bi-weekly grocery trip, I am walking on the same ground that many of my loved ones are too. It's nice to feel connected to the land and the water that I can share with everyone here in the city. This is Drinkalong Table Read. I'm Bad Dog Comedy TV. It's completely free of charge. That said, if you are able to, you are willing, if you are enjoying what you're seeing, you can contribute to Bad Dog's programming by making a donation. You can click the link in the description of this video on YouTube, which will take you right to our donations thing. You can read the little thing that's scrolling across here at the bottom. It says Bad Dog, blah, 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 blah. Look, I'm not wearing glasses. I can't read. And another reminder that drinking alcohol, as always, is fun, but also optional. I'll be drinking bubbly. Still not sponsored, but doing what I can. I got a lime over here. I got a pink grapefruit over here. You're welcome to drink or to eat or do whatever the heck you want at home. I won't judge you. God won't judge you. I hope you don't judge you. That would be very unkind of you to do that to yourself. And I'm going to get into this one here. As I tell you about tonight's shows, we are reading 3 plays for the first time ever, all by a very dear friend of mine who I've had the pleasure of knowing for, at least a decade? Am I that old? Do I have friends that I've known for 10 years? Apparently. This is a very wonderful, wonderful, wonderful artist named Keelan Jack, who I met them out in Halifax many, many years ago. I've had the pleasure of seeing one of the 3 plays that we're going to be reading tonight, staged live back in 2019. They're a non-binary playwright. I think they are also a phenomenal philosopher and sound designer. We have a little bit of their sound design work to showcase to you tonight as well. And they're full of brilliant things and just so many musings about the state of humanity and the horrors of being human, and also the really beautiful joys that we can still find in those horrors. So I'm so excited to get to share them with you for our spooky Halloween episode. Keelan once said something to me that really has just stuck with me since I heard it. Actually, this was only a few weeks ago. It's profound, but it hasn't lasted 10 years. Which it will. They said, I love everything about theater. No, that's not what they said. They said, I hate everything about theater, except all the things that I love about it. And I feel that really deeply to my soul. I feel like I hate everything these days, except for all the things that I love, which is everything. Anyway, our first show tonight is called Breathe. Then we're going to be reading Eve, and then we're going to be reading Flex, all by Keelan Jack. And I've gathered 2 of my absolute favorite Drinkalong past readers, contestants, whatever you want to call them. We've got Shihang Ma. Hey.
Hi, everybody.
And we've got Kira Renee. Hello. Oh, jazz hands. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, we also have Sean Murray on tech, running things from behind the scenes, playing our sounds, making us look good, running the stream, monitoring the chat, doing literally everything. Let's have a round of applause, some air horns for Sean Murray. Thank you. Also, as always, I've asked my actors to grab 2 random household objects before we start our readings. Can we see those now?
Oh.
All right, Shihei, what do you got?
I have 1 sock and 1 pencil.
Great, and Kira?
I have a bag of lemons and I have a teapot.
You have the weirdest things always. If you're new to us here at Drinkalong, I always ask our actors to have these props, and so whenever as I read the stage directions, read anything that needs to be acted out using objects, our actors will be miming out those actions using whatever props they have on hand, because we are still an improv comedy theater, and as adamantly as I refuse to do improv, I will get tricked into it occasionally, and I was told I needed an element in it in my contract to this show, so... There you go, Coco. You're welcome. We don't have a whole lot of drinking games tonight either. We're going to be really sticking to honoring the text, but I encourage you to take a sip as we read. We'll be doing the same on our end. If I catch someone messing up a line, I'll also tell them to take a drink, but I'm very bad at doing that. But also keep in mind, drinking alcohol is optional. As always, I've got sparkling water. I ain't got nothing. Kieran should hang out whatever they got. And,
Water.
There you go. Keep hydrated, everybody.
Also, water and lemon.
Oh, God, I love everything. And as we're going, we've got a live chat going here on YouTube. If you want to throw out some love to the performers or to the writer, please do so. Write down your reactions. We'll throw them up in between shows. And we'll talk. We're here to chat with you. We're your friends. We're here for you through theater, through Halloween, through the apocalypse, through humanity, through love, through other bullshit. I don't know. I love everyone. I love Keela Jack. I love theater. Let's read some plays. And don't forget, if you enjoy what you're seeing, click the link in the bio. Donate to Bad Dog Theater to help our show run. If you don't like what you're seeing, click the link in the bio to donate to Bad Dog Comedy Theater so that they can afford to hire someone better to run better shows. On that note, we're going to start with our first play. This first show is called Breathe by Keelan Jack. Sean, take us away. Who? You. Here. Comfortable? Strange. There. Lost? Larry. Everywhere. Poison? Where? The cabin of a Boeing 747, redone comfortably. It's floating in the middle of an ocean and has been for some time. When? 2120. What? A release of the feeling of helplessness. Why? So we don't drown. How? Let's find out. It should start clean and finish messy. Or the opposite.
In the dream, they're drowning. This is a different dream. It's probably good to be clear about that from the beginning. Is this the beginning? Well, I guess it is now. In the dream, they're drowning. When I'm sleeping, but not quite, that kind of sleep that you can only have in the daytime, when daytime and nighttime don't matter as concepts to your reality, you know the sleep I mean. You, everyone might not know, but you, and someone will know. You knows. We're told to disregard our dreams. They're merely a whimsical byproduct of the brain's response to otherwise meaningless stimuli. Meaningless stimuli. I wonder whose truth is made more convenient by the fact that any impulse shared between two inhabitants of space-time could possibly be meaningless. I guess I don't have to wonder because they did it, and here we are. Where was I? Right, the dream. They're drowning. It's funny to dream about drowning in the middle of the ocean. Not ha-ha funny, although that's okay too. Ha-has are wonderful. It starts as a speck. I'm looking out the window at the endless water that never changes no matter where I drift. And I see a speck. I focus on that speck, and I hope that the current will bring us together. I hope that hoping helps. I hope that hope is a rope to throw out ahead and pull what you want towards you. I hope. And it works. There they are. Someone else. drowning. But the hope rope is still pulling us together, and I know you're supposed to put your life jacket on first, but I don't have a life jacket. I just have this carcass of our own doom that I'm floating around in, but I'm safe, so does that count as a life jacket? I think so. I can save them. And the hope pulls us closer and closer, and I can see that they're happy to see me, and then their face changes. Because I'm coming right for them. And I can't stop. Because hope doesn't actually control anything, and this is just current. And even worse, now that I'm closer, I can see that they're not a speck at all, and that the ocean is made up of people drowning, and I'm just gently crashing through it in a big dead metal bird, and I wake up.
Part 2. The reality. You plays music from a device, like a record player, but probably not. The sound is thin, and the song is sad, but gutsy.
I saw something this morning. Morning? Earlier today. I saw something earlier today. And I'm trying not to hope. The ocean's still water, so there's that. At this point, I don't even know what I'd hope for.
Listen to the music, like it's going to tell you. Suddenly there's a knock on the door. You jumps and snaps the music off. Waits.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can I come in?
Can you come in?
Can I come in?
Who are you?
I don't know how to explain that to you.
I'm you.
Strange.
You gets up, hesitates, takes a deep breath, then goes and lets Strange in, fresh from the ocean, clutching a large bag. They stare at each other, wary, thrilled.
Sorry, I'm you. My name.
Strange.
How?
I don't know. I've been drifting. Then I wasn't because I hit my head and climbed towards.
Strange looks around, absorbing.
What is this thing?
An airplane.
Strange looks blank.
Wreckage from before. They used to fly in them.
Strange looks uncomfortable with that idea.
Hence, airplane. Well, hence air. I don't know why hence plane.
Yeah. Flying through the air in a tube is a pretty fancy idea.
You laughs, or something like it.
Do you want to change your clothes?
You waves at the large bag Strange is still clutching.
I do.
You indicates a direction. Strange sets down the bag and goes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You follow Strange off stage. The bag rustles, maybe a cute little sound. It's alive? You pops their head back in, suspicious.
Just wear whatever you want. Oh, just not the purple thing.
Strange comes back in the purple thing.
Sorry.
It's fine.
They stare at each other.
I thought I heard something.
Something?
I guess not used to hearing another heartbeat.
Is that what that is?
And breath. Breathing someone else's air. The air feels different already.
The air is different here. Warm, but cold.
You can go back outside if you want.
I mean, yeah, but you don't go outside?
Why would I go outside?
It's nice out there. Breezy.
It's poison.
You is trying to stay politely horrified without really knowing what politeness is.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. To be honest, I don't know how I know anything.
They stare clumsily. Strange doesn't know what to say. You doesn't know how to say it.
Why did you let me in?
What else was I gonna do?
Leave me out there. That would have been fine. Better than where I was before.
Well, I guess. It would have felt weird. Like I could never sit still again.
Ah, being still is nice. Can I sit down?
Oh, yes.
As Strange sits down, there's the rustle again.
Was that you?
What?
The sound.
Which sound?
The sound, that wasn't me.
It must have been me then.
Strange looks deeply unsettled. Then, a sudden brightness.
It could have been Larry.
Larry?
In the bag.
Larry is in the back.
Yes.
Hugh walks over to the bag, opens it, looks at Larry. We don't have to see Larry, but FYI, Larry is an animated, inanimate object. A creature made of garbage and slime, biological accumulation, both a network and a singular entity. Slowly, a recoil builds and then explodes.
What?
That's my friend, Larry. Larry was also floating. One day, I saw a speck. The next day, there was Larry.
Why did you name it Larry?
I named him Larry because Larry's always just Larrying around.
You brought poison inside.
I don't know what poison is, but Larry is not it.
Then you can't know, can you?
Can I? What does knowing feel like? This feels like knowing.
Hugh is losing control of politeness, getting loud and mad.
The spores are in the air now. And the air is what makes water, so it's in everything. Water is in everything.
I am actually quite familiar with that.
I'm sorry. I sound mad because I'm scared.
Oh. I don't think I've ever heard mad before, but I do like it when it's less loud.
Me too.
Hugh sits within reach. They both collect themselves. Larry rustles, maybe beep boops.
I'm sorry about Larry. I don't know. So I didn't think. I didn't know, so I didn't think. Or, wait, the other way around? Anyway, somewhere in there. I'm sorry. And I really don't think that Larry is that thing you're afraid of.
Hugh takes Strange's hand. It's awkward and low-frequency electric.
How long have you been outside?
Yikes, I don't know. Forever? If forever is all the time I can think of. Is that forever?
You don't remember before?
Before what?
Before we went inside.
I've never been inside. Except now.
And you're fine.
I mean, I can't prove that, but I'm really glad to be here.
I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters a lot, the difference between poison and not poison. But also, so what? Who cares? It doesn't even matter. What are we gonna do?
Part 3, the solution.
I can feel your heartbeat in your hand.
Hugh was having big feelings, subtly.
I like it.
Staring into each other's eyes, they take a deep breath together. They breathe in and out in unison, starting slowly, getting bigger, weirder, and more ritualistic, feeding off of each other like they're starting a fire. The doors open, and the plane comes apart, as what's outside comes in and what's inside goes out, and everything is simply cosmos. Hey, that is our first of our 3 plays tonight. Big round of applause already. Yes. Thank you. Oh my god, I didn't even know I was nominated. Just kidding, I nominated myself. Of course I knew. Come on back.
Oh.
Let's take a drink. Cheers to round 1 complete, everybody.
Cheers to round 1. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Mm. I also wish that everyone at home could see the scripts that we're reading, because they're the most beautiful formatted scripts that we've had on all of Drinkalong. And then 2, Keelan's also colored the pages of all of them, and they look different, and I love them. Oh, and there's Zach Faye from Halifax saying hi to Keelan and me. That's good. And everyone else, that's fine too.
Hi.
Hi.
There's Annie Valentina, Carcass of Our Own Doom. Some really good pull quotes from these shows. How are you 2 feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
Ready for round 2.
Ready for round 2. And I think Kira's cat is also too.
Yep.
Oh, Keelan wants to thank Kira for committing to the big teapot. Hold on, Sean, can you pull that up? Yeah, as soon as I saw that happen, Kira in the stage directions, I was like, well, she's willing to commit. We love you, Keelan. We're going to reach our second play now, which means... also, just so everyone knows at home, the recorder intro bit is not Keelan's sound design. That's our classic Drink-Along sound design that we do for every play. So if you are wanting to hire Keelan as a sound designer, but then getting turned off by that one sound cue, that's not their sound cue. That's my sound cue.
It kills me every time still.
Oh my god, it's my favorite part of this show.
So
That's not true. The plays are my favorite part of the show. And then the bubbly is my second favorite part. Oh, and there's Gary Williams in Halifax as well. Oh, we're so international tonight, everybody. I love this. Halifax is in the same pitch. Anyway, let's hear that recording music one more time as we get into Eve, our second show of the night. Eve, an existential non-comedy about people who survive until the beginning. Hathor, anxious and empathetic, a warrior, and Blad, sturdy and earnest, an inventor. We are inside a home, their home. It's important that they love each other. Outside, the world is relatively over somehow. Whatever that means is up to us. And also them. Looking back, the world ended a while ago. For now, this is the epilogue. And also the eve. Blad and Hathor are looking out their window at us. A forest fire and a full moon are reflected in their eyes.
It'll be good for the mushrooms. If you can get on the bright side.
Blad cannot.
Some of them. The smart ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
Are you? Afraid?
Above needs underneath, and underneath needs above, and if above keeps burning off, and only the ones that can hide are making it. I don't know. I just don't think that's radical. They need rest. They need time to breathe.
We all need rest.
Yeah. Or exactly.
Just making up your own lines there. They play a weird game. It's familiar, but we don't understand the rules. It must be a real game, and under no circumstances should you plan who is to win. Blad leaves either in triumph or huff, as the lights shift and we join them inside their cabin. There's a good amount of space, but there's a better amount of things collected, so it feels close.
What day is it?
Today?
Yeah, what day is it?
Today.
Feels like Halloween. Maybe Guy Fawkes Day. But I think it's Halloween.
Vlad makes a sound that could mean anything.
I know.
Hathor turns back to contemplating the window. Darkness falls, the fire rages.
I sort of think. Never mind. I think that the idea that people are so different is. I think if you get the idea that who you are and what you hate about yourself, and therefore punish other people for, is utterly unique to you, it's easy to get sucked into that idea, wrapped in it, consumed, protected, and destroyed by that idea. You're just not that special. You're not the one. There is no one. There never was. It's a stupid idea designed to sell shit. There is no one. There's no one.
Shudder. Look out the window for signs of life. Vlad starts to fade into darkness, one light at a time.
I think if we implanted chips in everyone's brains and plugged them into little speakers and turned them all on at once so you could hear all the trains of thought careening toward their destination at once, there'd be so many tracks, right? So if I think I'm a monster, you probably do too, right? Or have, or will. Yeah, I'm sure of it. Probably it was a hyperbole. I'm a monster, you thought, or maybe even said as you ignored this plight or thought that dark thought or made that, to be fair, really funny joke. It was funny. Everyone laughed. You know, you're letting goodness slide. You're letting the poison in. What's the harm? You're just one piece of a complex system, a system that's designed to absorb and digest poison. Bad things don't happen because of one person doing one thing, and what is bad even when the cosmos is infinite and inclined toward chaos? The only thing we know for sure is that we know, in the grand scheme, nothing. Monsters are imaginary, and you are real. Right? But what if you're wrong? I mean, look at what's happening. The poison spreads. It will take up space. It has to be provided for. That's how systems work. That's what growth is. You are what you eat, or whatever.
They get caught up in the fire. It snaps and roars, melodically responding to the wind.
What am I talking about? Oh, right. Halloween. I like it. It's all fake. Just an excuse to be whatever version you want of the worst you can be. And that's fun, right?
Hathor turns out the final light. It resists. If this was a movie and there was a title sequence, this is where it would go.
Can you turn the light on? I can't see what I'm doing.
Lights up, everything is different. Hathor's in the middle of cooking something that looks absolutely unappetizing. Moving to music we can't hear, just a clock ticking. Vlad is clumsily navigating the door with bags.
Groceries?
Who are you talking to?
Everyone?
Vlad sets the bags down and meticulously takes off their outerwear, cleaning it somehow before hanging it up.
I don't know how you can do that.
Do you need to?
No.
Good.
Taste the soup. Makes a yikes face. Hathor waves at a device, more like a mushroom than a radio, now prominent on the kitchen table.
Blast came through. It's been fire-free since the last mood, all the way down to the water. Air is the best it's been since spring.
Vlad continues to shed the outside. Grunts.
I made oyster soup.
What?
Oyster soup.
Is that a thing?
Hathor picks up a spoon and flicks some at them. It lands. Touché.
In New England, you eat it on Thanksgiving. In the South, on Christmas Eve.
Which is it?
Who cares? It's soup. What'd you get?
Vlad warily inspects the device, waves at it, frowns. Waves again. Harder.
Why isn't it
It is.
There's no light.
I disconnected the light. I hate the light.
You disconnected the light.
Vlad
Yes.
is turning the device over in their hand, stunned.
I already have to sit around here with that thing perceiving me or not. If it's going to be relentlessly unpredictable, the least it can do is not announce it to me.
Vlad hears the clock ticking.
How did you even... I haven't figured out how to open it. I'm not completely sure what it is.
Oh, well, I just asked nicely and jiggled it a bit. Boom.
Indeed.
The clock ticks.
We might lose control of this.
We might. We might not. We'll see.
I don't know what to do now.
Faith?
Too soon.
Soup?
Vlad nods. Hathor serves soup. They eat it. It's not great. Eventually, Hathor whips their spoon across the room and collapses. Vlad keeps eating.
I want to get drunk.
Good.
What?
Vlad clunks a bottle of whiskey from their bag to the table.
I got groceries.
You motherfucker.
Eye
I
contact.
fucking love you.
Click. Transition. Everything turns up. Subtext is flung about. The clock ticks. The whiskey clinks. They exchange presents. Back to reality with a sound.
Is it Christmas?
Who cares? It's presents.
Hathor is methodically untangling their present, a giant ball of string, and other string-like objects. Vlad is staring deeply into a beautiful rock. They are drunk, and it is cozy. The device is sitting somewhere different and is larger now.
It's been too long since something happened.
There's never nothing happening.
You know what I mean.
I don't.
They're ignoring us. We're doing it wrong. They're punishing us for hacking it.
Maybe we were supposed to hack it. It was easy. And it's getting bigger, so.
Exactly.
Nope. Nope, that word doesn't work. Try again.
What are they working with? What's their fuel? The trees are gone. For miles, nothing green. What's filling in? What good is a network underground if it's only pulling from below under scorched earth?
There's more to life than mushrooms.
Not much.
For now.
For now. Now what?
Hathor sings or whistles a cute tune in the vein of Pack Up Your Troubles.
Please don't torture me.
Hathor looks at Vlad sharply. Selecting a cord from the ball, Hathor starts tying Vlad up.
Okay, I deserve this for something, I assume?
You should have faith.
Vlad stands up out of the knots, powerful but not too threatening. The clock ticks louder.
Okay. Now what?
Suddenly, they fight. It's real but not dangerous. Hathor wins, having gone just a bit too far, then moves to the device and holds it gently. The light flickers on, flashing a slow pulse out of sync with the ever louder ticking clock. Hathor lays the device at Vlad's feet. Vlad, still holding the beautiful rock, lifts it above their head, then turns and destroys the clock, which resists. Hathor looks disappointed, or maybe triumphant. It's getting dark in here, hard to tell. Click. Transition. The silence is louder, and a game is being played. The fun kind, although it doesn't have to be entirely fun. Reality comes back with a sound. Hathor is singing softly to himself. Vlad is occupied with their hands. It's not going well.
I asked you really nicely to stop torturing me.
That's true. You did. I guess I'm not sure which aspect of how I am living my life is torturing you.
I miss music.
Me too.
Suddenly, the device bursts to life, hissing and screaming like a creature in a trap. They both instinctively duck for cover, as just as suddenly, silence falls again.
Hello?
Who are you talking to?
It's weird. I don't know.
They wait, staring, as if attention can conjure action. Without shifting their focus from the device, they gently reach out to hold each other's hand. As they do, the device crackles to life again and starts to sing.
It's music! Music!
They hold each other and sway, something like dancing, as the music is gradually overwhelmed by a kind of static. Hundreds of thousands of voices. It swells and it settles. The lights in the room start to fall, ever resisting, as the windows blow open and the outside rushes in, full of spores and stardust, and the sliver of a new moon. Hey! Round of applause number 2. Yes. Happy New Year, everybody. I need to turn that sound effect into like my text tone on my phone. Because like anytime I get a text message, I'm already hoping that it's someone writing me with validation, and that'll just really help my life.
That's awesome.
Cheers to play number 2, everybody. Let's
Woo! Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Everybody take a drink at home. We're going to move into our third show in just a moment, everybody. If you have any other commentary you want to throw in at us before we do that, now is the goddamn time. Kira, how are you feeling after 2 plays? You got 1 left to go. Okay. How are your lemons holding up?
They're great. I can't wait to make something with them.
What are you going to make with them?
Maybe a pie, a lemon meringue pie.
Ooh.
And are we also hearing like the musical stylings of your cat?
Yes. She's
What? I can
staring
hear
at
it.
me.
Oh, not right now, but like there's some
Oh,
there's some guest
cute little
appearances.
mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Staring at me. Flicking her tail.
Read the flute intro. Oh yes. Keelan would make that joke. That's good. That's really. Keelan, I'm glad you feel. I'm glad you feel at home in the sound design for my show. You are always welcome to exist within this ridiculous little world that I've created. And Shihei, how are you feeling before we get into the next one?
I am good. Hydrated, ready for the next one.
Hydrated and ready to go. That's great, because this is our most exhausting one. It's both exhausting in that I have to play characters as well.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
What do you mean?
You have to play 4 characters.
I do, but you know
Mm-hmm.
how
Plus
it is.
stage directions.
Plus, it's like, oh, thank God I'm an award-winning actor, everybody.
Yeah, well, you're going to crush it, obviously.
All right, this is the meanest laugh I've ever made in my life. Everyone watching at home, when you don't see me but you hear me, I'm reading stage directions. When you do see me, I'm playing a character. And I will do my best to make it clear which one I'm doing. Are we ready to go? Read Flex by Keelan Jack, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Rhea was answering as well, I heard.
Yep.
Is she around? Can you show the folks at home?
Yeah. She's chilling.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hi.
Guest star, everybody.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
She's so funny. She
thrilled.
just wants me to play with her, so she's just gonna keep doing that.
That's
So
so
I do
fine.
it.
That's so fine. If she wants a role in this, I've got a few extras. So, Sean, take us away. Let's read Flex by Keel and Jack. Flex, promoter of the faith. Faith, someone experiencing their Saturn return, maybe. Flex, truther, an adventure social capitalist. Everyone else, played by me. A brave and intuitive soul, not afraid to improvise. The characters I will be reading are Vic, an evolution of Alexa, a little bit Alexis. Gatekeeper, an existential obstacle. Cyber Kid, an evolving chaos demon, a keen but distracted observer. And Announcer, a ridiculous microphone. The time is now, also then. The place is here and there. Everything you see is real and also a reflection. It's not a lie, but nothing is true. Just have faith. Music, loud, the kind you listen to when you're grumpy. Faith is lying on the floor, depression style. The room is bare except for garbage. Not garbage exactly, but the detritus of life gathered in corners. Also literal garbage. A voice pretending not to be an artistic director breaks in rudely.
Life, the final frontier. Maybe life is easy. Let's break it down. First, capacity for growth. Consumption creates growth, but consumption also creates waste. Waste fuels growth. It's a balanced cycle, if you're doing it right. Second, reproduction. Tricky. Not only do individuals have to be able to grow within the system, we also have to grow as a collective, keeping the balance so the dead fuel the living. And third, functional activity. I know. Function. Why? Everything is taken care of, so what are you functioning for? The only one who can answer that is you. Finally, continual change preceding death. Continual change until death. And the cycle begins again, having never ended. But what if there's something else? Consumption, growth, waste. Is that all? It's not. We need more. We need a flaw. After all, perfection itself is just that. Ah, shit, this is good. I gotta think this down. Okay, bye, enjoy listening to your free music. This has been a normal advertisement.
Faith sits up a bit, question face on. This has not been a normal advertisement. The thought is interrupted by just absolutely the wrong song. Peppy, driven, it screams. Come on, bud, cheer up, why don't you?
Fuck you.
The device in charge of the music, let's call them Vic so they have a name, pops up. Bitch, get up! This is... Yikes, you haven't moved in...
I don't like this song.
Uh-oh.
Please change it.
Cute.
Please.
Not to be mean, but you are qualified for choice. Why?
Because I don't like this song. It's too right. It's insulting.
Just go with it. It would suit you if you'd let it. You're very bright, you know.
Why are you like this?
Because I'm you, Faith. But better. Faith destroys Vic violently and stands in reverberant silence.
Shouldn't have done that. Who am I talking to? Who was I talking to? I am talking? Fuck. I'm fucked.
Faith is torn between lying on the ground forever or flying into the infinite sky. Instead, she goes to a secret hiding place and takes out a package very obviously labeled Kool-Aid. She consumes it, grotesquely, using at least one thing she picked up off of the ground, which then gets thrown back down as she finishes like a gauntlet.
Now what?
Flash! And we're in a different empty room. Crisp, clean, resonant. No garbage here. Faith looks completely different, but also the same, like a physical after picture in an emotional before state. She steps tentatively forward, like it all might be imaginary, and the only reality left is the spot she's standing in.
Now, what?
What now? Faith looks for the source of the gatekeeper's detached voice.
Hello?
Hello.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Here?
Okay, prove it.
Where else would I be?
Processing sounds. Please hold. Beep boop into hold music until flash! Sharply, Faith is sitting at one end of a sleek desk. At the other end, casually alert, is Flex Truther, Chief Executive Oracle, Truther Inc. At their feet is Cyber Kid, Toddler Edition, quietly amusing himself, growing up literally before our eyes.
Hi! What?
You made it.
Did I?
You're right. Not yet. You're good.
I know.
Okay, don't ruin it.
Fuck you.
Fair.
Fuck fair.
There it is.
What?
I see you.
What?
You're too smart to be a mess and too weak to be a success. So you're miserable because every time that inner spark that you pretend not to believe in fails to get what you want, you either dive into the earth and drown or shoot yourself into the sky and burst into flames.
Eye contact.
If you say anything about the fucking stars, I will punch you in your rich kid face.
You're hired.
What?
You got the job.
What?
Did no one tell you this was a job interview?
No.
Perfect.
I can't believe I got a job. Holy shit.
I know, right? This economy.
Cyber Kid wants attention. Their toys are acting out a play, and we need to watch it. Desperation Waltz, a variation on the theme of faceless worker losing their job at the cool thing factory. Rich Kid shoots the cool thing into the moon. It explodes and falls down on the earth like a soothing acid rain. Have fun with it.
What is happening?
Everything, nothing. You, me, us,
Cyber Kid learns to read, or something.
them. We have to do something, right? If you don't take action, you're not alive. Are you alive? Faith?
A beat.
Faith.
Faith is trying not to be excited about how unnerved she is. Flex equals same.
Are you ready to level up?
Who are you?
Flex Truther Inc. The future is our business.
Containers balanced like scales of justice, lower from above.
This is algorithm, the process, the plan.
Cyber Kid darts between the containers, doling out a resource of some kind, using science and or gameplay with a ridiculous and or complexity that is beyond our grasp.
So you want me to guess what you want from me?
Exactly. I am the cause. You are the faith. Promote the faith, Faith. Show me what I don't see.
Flex disappears.
Cool. Fuck.
The algorithm is spiraling towards stillness, absorbing the momentum of being revealed. Faith locks eyes with the Cyber Kid, who is watering the containers like they are plants. With a cryptic salute, the Cyber Kid transforms into the announcer, as behind them something starts to grow. A short sting of music, definitely not written by a traditional human, indicates advertorial content and accompanies Flex, who is achieving an amazing feat of strength and or magic. It's a race! For what? President? The amazing? The bottom? Who knows?
This is the best of all possible worlds. Progress is promise, is perfect, is possible, is perpetual, is peace, is process, is the plan, is...
Flex repeats variations on this, mumbling himself into a trance as tendrils curl out of the containers, forming elusive shapes. Bang! A normal meeting in a weird situation.
Why are you mad at me, Faith?
I guess I don't really like the shitpost attitude of yours. Like, obviously it's tacky and disrespectful, but I thought maybe you were also doing something and that mattered more. But you're just rolling the dice on everyone's future for imaginary value and spending my rent money on getting your lunch delivered. Is that funny?
That lunch was for my dog.
Faith groans and melts into the floor as literally as possible. Flex crouches down and takes a selfie.
I don't have a dog.
Flash! We're back with more content. There is a noisemaker involved. Things are unraveling. Dragons! Flames! Buy stuff! Be a better man! The music would be presidential if it was less like WWE.
Let me start whatever this is by saying, I know you hate me. Obviously, you hate me. I am a monster built out of your hate. Isn't that wonderful? We've made something together, and they said democracy is dead. But democracy will never die, because death is life, and life is death. And the people rule until they don't, and even then, the people will still rule. It's just maybe they'll change the definition of people. You know what I mean. Humanity 2.0.
Flex indicates Cyber Kid close by doing something teens do, like TikTok or Revolution.
Have you heard of fungi that can't complete their life cycle without a forest fire? They don't know exactly why, but where there is one, there's more, popping out of the scorched earth when everything is fresh and ready to fall apart again. Mycelium, man, it's the future. It's the past? It's the root.
Flex holds their hands clasped, above where their heart might be. The algorithm pulses. Da-dum, da-dum. It would be Shakespeare if you could understand it.
Where was I?
We hate you!
Ah, right. It's all part of the process. Because I'm looking ahead, babes. I see the fucking future, and it is so fucking bright. And I know, I'm sorry you can't see it yet. Gotta step on a few heads to have that line of vision. I mean, you gotta crawl up from the crowd somehow, right? Or else we would all just have the same shitty view. Because we are living in a brave new world, babes. And there are all kinds of people in it. And all those kinds of people need to be provided for. Someone's gonna run through the forest and see what's waiting for us. And when you're running through the forest, you look ahead. Eyes up. Finding your paths. When you're running through the forest, you don't look down at where you put your feet. Thank you.
The crowd goes wild as literally as possible. Faith watches as Flex spins a huge prize wheel, sending sparks flying into the algorithm, now expanding like a dry forest floor and starting to glow and crackle from the heat. The ad music plays, starting to break down into lethargic dissonance. The announcer walks out of the crowd, stares at the blossoming fire back at us. Earnestly, across the fourth wall. This line used to be, "Have we gone too far?" They look at the fire, getting bigger. Back to us. I don't know what to... Desperation waltz, reprise. They start to stomp the fire out with their feet, but each time they push a pocket down, it pops up somewhere else as a vaguely human shape, staring at their feet, slowly being consumed by flame, each step of the dance building another piece of living and dying forest. Faith weaves through on something like a phone. Kira, you're muted.
But look, bottom line is this was fun when it was just a hypothetical, impossible task. Disagreeing with you for a much better living than I ever had any hope of making before is obviously amazing. But what the fuck does making a living mean when it costs other people's lives? Flex is a stupid thing to say and a stupider thing to do, but I don't believe you. I don't believe in you. And I'm not going to.
Yikes! Flex is right behind her. Surprise! They stare at each other in the glow of the flames.
This is not an experiment.
I told you to have faith, Faith.
Well, you didn't, exactly. You told me to promote it.
Flex is caught off guard, and behind them, the prize wheel slows as fire starts to lick the edges. Faith snaps her fingers, and the heavens open, dousing the flames. Flex reacts like their spine has been snapped, spinning toward the floor in slow motion. Just before they hit, they freeze in the hissing smoke of the choking fire.
Truth or inks? The future is our business. You can handle the truth, right?
The wheel clunks to a stop, landing on... Flash, bang! Psych. It's just dance music. The forest fire is just a smoke machine and cool lights. And this is a party. Yes! Come dance with me! Oh, the music stopped.
I was ready for it.
Oh my gosh, round of applause, everybody, for Kira and Shi Hang. And also, to our amazing, amazing playwright, Keelan Jack, as well. Claps for you at home. Thank you, Keelan, for letting us see your work. Also, if you've been checking out the live comments, you'll see there's also a lot of love for our guest star, Rhea.
Trying to get her
The
cat.
cat in the play. I mean, yeah, put cats in plays. That's never gone badly, especially for Ansel Lloyd Webber. Also, yes, I did pick up as soon as I said it that it was advertisement, not artistic director.
I was like, don't kill me. That's so funny.
Oh, guest star Rhea the cat, everybody. It's Rhea Renee.
Hi.
Say hi.
She just does not.
No, she's
Nope. All right. That's fine. I guess she won't invoice for this show. Kira, how do we find you on social media? How do we keep up with what you're doing? Where are you? Who are you?
I'm on Instagram as Kira01Renee. That's my main social media thing. I don't do any. I mean, I'm on Facebook, but I basically don't go on it. So
Yeah, and if you are interested, the majority of Kira's Instagram content is photos of her cat, so I would strongly recommend.
yes,
My heart.
And Shi
he's
Hang,
still talking at me.
Shi Hang, where can we find you when you're not here on Drinkalong?
I have a private Facebook account, so add me, and if I add you back, you'll see my content.
Amazing. And are you on any other shows on Bad Dog TV these days?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm playing the Oval, and I think I'll be playing theater sports at some point. I'm not sure. We'll see.
I'm just so booked and blessed. I can't remember.
Oh my
what
god,
it's
that's
supposed to be.
not how I meant to come off at all. I'm not busy. I'm not.
They're not busy, everybody. Also, fun fact.
They're not busy.
Oh yeah, Flex was written for Annie Valentino, fellow cat fan, everybody. Was it
Oh.
like for Annie to play
Aw.
Flex or for Annie to play Faith? It'll show up in a second. The live stream
Okay.
takes a second for it to reach us. I'll talk in the meantime. You can follow me at Avery Jean Bean on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll be back not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday following, November the 3rd, with more Drinkalong content. Oh yes, Annie played Flex. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Cool.
And thank you, Annie, for tuning in. You're amazing. Thank you for watching my show. And thank you to Sean Murray as well,
Yes.
as always, for running our tech. Thank you for making us sound and look amazing.
Yeah,
One
fun.
last reminder, this show is free of charge, but to keep Bad Dog going during these COVID times, this is the only way we're able to make revenues through our donations. So if you're in a position where you can do this, please donate to Bad Dog Theater. You can click the link in the bio. You can follow the thing here, baddogtheater.com/drinkalong-table-read. Just throw us a tip, whatever you got. We really appreciate it. But if not, I get it. Times are hard. And with that, that's our show for tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Here's to all of us. Here's to you. Here's to staying alive. Here's to Halloween. Here's to drinking. Here's to Keelan. Here's to
Cheers.
Kat. We love you, Keelan. Thank you. Thank you all, and good night. Bye.